Hello, and how's it going? Jim Alfano here with the Brook team and eXp Realty. I had a client comment that they were waiting for home values to come down in their local market here in Connecticut, and I just wanted to address that topic real quick. So we're looking at Smart MLS quick stats here for Fairfield County, Connecticut. I'm going to focus here on where pricing is year to date and what kind of a change we're looking at. Okay. And year to date here, we're at 5.6% positive. So an appreciation of 5.6%. And when we look at single family, and when we look at townhouse condo, it's even higher at 6%. Okay. And you can see it here on the graphs. Then we can take a look at this. This is going back a period of, I think, about 10 years here. And we can see the median sales price nationally. You can see it does peak and go down and peak and go down and peak and go down, but there is a steady incline. If we were to smooth out this line, it would look just like a solid incline. The peaks and valleys that we're looking at are the seasonality of the market. Again, summer is high, winter is low, and so those are the peaks and valleys. The expectation for me would be more like this, and a higher peak and a higher peak, because that's the trend that it's been over for many years, where those peaks and valleys to come and continue to do this. Another evidence to that is how many people are living in the state of Connecticut. We did have a little bit of a drop here in this section, but we've picked back up over the long haul. It's just an upward trend of population growth. It's actually not compared to the entire country. It's not a huge growth here, but it is a growth. And these are the new construction numbers. So while we are growing in population, Connecticut ranked second to last with 1.29 builds per 1,000 people. These are new construction numbers. This all affects the supply and demand aspect and nature of home values. If we had a lot of new construction, that would negatively affect home values because they would be less scarce. We don't have a lot of new construction. As a matter of fact, we're second to last in the entire country. So that's going to positively affect home values year over year. And then one last little piece of data to look at here is a similar thing. The median sales price, and we're looking at, again, a 10-year period, same peaks and valleys. But let's look at the month's supply of inventory. And we talk about that supply and demand. And you can see that this has peaks and valleys seasonally, but has gone down over the last 10 years pretty consistently. And if we look at homes for sale, we could also see while the population is growing, the amount of available homes is declining. Okay. So if we look at like the peak of 2013, we were at 29,300 homes. The peak of 2023, 6,706 homes. More people, less homes, higher prices. So that's why, even though we've had some difficulties and we had COVID and we have all these things that are occurring and we have inflation, but the prices are staying strong, even with high interest rates, basically because of the supply and demand aspect of it. Again, I'm happy for my property owners and I'm sad for my buyers because it's making it more difficult. It is a challenging market from the buying perspective. And at the end of the day, if the interest rate ticks down a bit and gets to anything reasonable, like even in the high fives in 2024, I don't think it's going to happen this year, in my opinion. But if it was to happen in 2024, I think there's a lot of people waiting to purchase that are going to come off of the sidelines, see the lower interest rates, and jump into the fray and become active transactions. People that have lower interest rates that really want to change their home and not because they have those low interest rates. If it's going from 3 to 8, that's a big jump. But if it's going from 3 to 5.5, that's a jump they may be willing to take to make the change in their life that they want. Those people don't add to they add to the total transactions, but people that are selling and buying in the same state here in Connecticut, they're not adding to the inventory. I'm very curious to know what everyone thinks. I would love some feedback, some questions. Can the economy affect the house values? Of course. But from everything I could see, I'm not expecting a big decline in house values. All right. So I appreciate your time. I hope you found some value in this, and circle back around with me at any point that you want. 203-408-1693. 203-408-1693. Thank you so much and have an awesome day. Jim Alfano with the Brook Team and eXp Realty.